beauty babes, thanks for coming to my channel. My name is Bobbie. If this is your first time here, go ahead and subscribe and like below. And today we are doing a 20 regrets in 2020. And I cannot wait to tell you everything about it, so watch in full to the end. I have a crazy product that you have to see. You have to know. It's super important, so stay to the end, and I can't wait to show you. And let's get into it. So I have my list here. A couple of things I couldn't find, so I found a few more items that I kind of regret purchasing. So these are not in any particular order. They're just 20 products that I wish I wouldn't have spent my money on in 2020. The first item that I'm going to pick up here is the It Cosmetics Brush Bath. Now, not only did I pick up one of these, I picked up 3 of these. Well, they were on sale half price at Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty. I don't like this. It doesn't clean my brushes very well at all, so I may give it to my daughter to use to play around with. Yeah, I would hate to even put the other 2 unopened in a giveaway just because I don't like it that much. So this is product 1 of 20. The next product of 2020. Oh my goodness, yeah, this is a big one. Is Glanetix Brown Liner. Let me see, there we go. Now, I thought this was a great idea. Magnetic brown liner. One problem. It's super runny. It's not dark brown. And the magnetic lashes don't stick to it. So, oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. Okay, so not only did I buy 1, but I bought 2 when they were back in stock. So that's the second product. Now remember, these aren't in any order, okay? I'm just grabbing what's on top. This one should be to the top of the pile. This one is dirty. This is the Juno Microfiber Fusion Sponge. I got one buy one, get one free on Juno's site. And I haven't tried this dry. I've touched up with it dry, and it touches up dry okay. But wet, no ma'am. No sir. It is a terrible sponge. It leaves my makeup patchy. I had the worst makeup day when I used this sponge. I've tried to use it twice. And with different foundations, and both times, it came out bad. So if you guys know how to make any of these products work that I'm mentioning, please feel free to let me know. I will give it a go. I will keep this for a week or so, and then I'm going to toss it. The third item, or excuse me, fourth item, yeah, because it's 1, 2, 3. The fourth items are these lip kits from Huda. Now, I don't know where the products are inside. They're in my drawers. The lip liner I do like, but it comes with a lip liner and a lipstick. I haven't used them, either one of them. It was like $27, mainly because the packaging was so cute. And I bought 2 of them. Not in the same color, but I bought 2 of them. This one is in Lip Contour HBIC and Powder Bullet Board Meetings. So yeah, this is the shades I prefer over the other ones, but still I regret buying it because I don't use it. And I'm not saying these products are bad, you guys. I'm just saying I regret buying them because I don't use them, or they didn't work for me, or I ended up not feeling as attracted to them as I thought I would be. Oh, this is a big one. I'm sorry. I like this brand. I like other things from this brand. Do not get me wrong. But I have 3 things from Il Makiage. It's the Il Makiage foundation. I ordered 2. The first one I ordered in 50. The other one I ordered in 30. They're both too dark for me. and I pick through the pictures each time. So I don't know what that's about, but yes, this one definitely did not work for me. 5 products. That was our 5th product. 6th product. Now remember, these are in no order, and this one should have been at number 1. This is the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. Tarte Creaseless Concealer. I like the shade. I got this simply because Emily Noel was raving about it in the beginning of the year. I have used quite a bit up, but it is just too sticky. Any powder I put on it, it clumps. It just shows all my fine lines. I love the shade in Light Sand, but no, I don't like the formula. So this I regret purchasing. This was a $20-something concealer, and yeah, waste of money here. So the only reason why I regret purchasing this is because I purchased this 2 times. And in both times I got the wrong shade, and I missed the ability to take it back because of Sephora's strict return policy. Now you only have 30 days to take it back. And with kids in school, homeschooled, it's really hard for me to get down to Sephora. It's not around the corner from me. Sephora is 40 minutes away from my house. That's a lot with kids. They have rules about how many people can go in the stores. Kids have to wear masks. Brianna always doesn't wear a mask. She's right at the age where they kind of expect her to wear a mask because she's 3 now. And I have 4 kids, so it makes it harder for me to take things back because of the sheer amount of people I have in my group with me. So this is the Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I like the product. I got this to cover my acne marks, but I keep getting it in a shade that's too freaking dark. So hopefully I can use this during the summer. I purchased this shade, Light Chanel 2.75, and this is a lot darker than the Soft Matte Complete Concealer that I have in Creme Brulee Light 2.5, which is what I was hoping to get, and I got the other one because it's a little more peachy. And I thought I was purchasing the new shade, and I ended up purchasing, sorry, I don't know where I put it, I ended up purchasing 2.8. I'm not sure what it is. It's a new shade too. I thought I was purchasing the very lightest shade, which had a pinky peach undertone, and instead I must have put the wrong one in my cart, purchased it. When it got here, that's what was on the ticket. I just didn't have time to take it back. Sorry, Il Makiage, coming back at you hard again right here, buddy. I don't know why I didn't send this back. Probably because you have to print out a return label to send stuff back to Il Makiage. And as most of us here, we don't have return labels. It's a real pain in the butt to get down to anywhere where they do have a copy machine or a way to print off, like at the library, to print off things, and everything was closed down. And so I just ate the money from it. But this is the Il Makiage Filter Primer, and it's clear. It's a clear primer, but it shows my pores like terrible. Yeah, I only tried it a couple times. Maybe I'm using it wrong. Maybe I was using it with the wrong foundations, but it even looked crappy with the Il Makiage foundation. So I probably will be selling this since it's in a pump bottle and I can clean it up. So this is another product that was just no good for me. Maybe it works for some people. Maybe I'm using it wrong. Maybe I'm using the wrong skincare. So let me know if you know how to make it work right or to make it work better. Okay? Because I really, really, really wanted it to work. And then the next products I picked up recently off of Tarte's website was the Shape Tape Matte Foundation in Fair Sand. Also, the shade is too light for me. But I mainly regret getting this because of the finish. Maybe it's because I had to mix it with another foundation to make it work. Maybe that's why the two didn't mash well together. But I will definitely keep giving it a try and hope that I can find... Sorry, I'm looking for a wipe. I will continue to give it a try and hope that I can find a way to make it work. Because it's like, you can't, it's got the doe foot applicator, so it's not like I can pass that on, you know, so, and I don't know anyone that light, like, fairer than I am. I'm the fairest person that I know, okay? The next product, yes, I know you guys, I know, is this Patrick Ta, for body, Major Glow Body Oil, and I've had this since the summer. And it isn't a pump, so maybe I'll try to pass it on and clean it up. But it's just, I mean, it's nice, but it doesn't, I'm always worried that it's going to cause sun damage or sunburning. It's really hot here in Nevada. I should have thought about that. But it's, I guess it's nice. It's not moisturizing or anything to me, but it could just be my type of skin or my body that it doesn't work right with, but... Maybe I'll give it to my daughter to play with or pass it on to a friend. I'm not quite sure. But I was really bummed. I really wanted this to work for me, you guys. Oh, maybe I could mix it with my lotion. I don't know. Or my sunscreen. Sunscreen lotion? I don't know. If you have an idea, let me know. Oh, I know. So many of you out there are going to be so mad when I bring up a few of these, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm going to leave the worst two for last because you guys are going to trip out when you see them. I swear you're going to trip out because I'm like, I opened my drawer and looked at them the other day and I could not believe the way that they looked. I was baffled, like, for the amount of money I paid for these products. Okay, so the more recent purchases I've made that let me tell you what number we're at. This is the 11th item, and I've purchased this recently. It got nail glue stuck on it, so I broke the packaging. But it is this beauty blender, like guitar pick for eyeliner. I just don't have the time for using this. I've tried to use it a couple times. I got nail glue stuck on it in a drawer, so I kind of like muscled it open and broke the little lip, but it kind of goes back together. I just don't have the time to try to use this. It's just not time friendly for, I mean, like maybe if I had hours to play with makeup, but even when I have time to play with makeup, I don't have time to mess around with this. So if y'all have a trick to make this work or a way to make this easier, let me know because I really wanted to love this. It's a liner designed by Beauty Blender. And I really wanted this to work. The next product, which I purchased in add-ons from Ipsy, is this MAC powder sample. Now on the pictures, I'm not saying that the powder isn't good, but I mostly regret buying it for the price. I think it was $5. And I thought it came with two powders. I thought that this was like a white setting powder, and this was like a base setting powder. And this is NC20 Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation. It's not. This is a puff, and that is all the powder you get. It's like literally the size of a quarter. For $5. $5. That's why I'm mad at this. I'm still going to use this guy. I'm not tossing it, but, you know, it's our 12th item. So our 13th item, I'm sorry, Makiage. And the reason why I don't like this product, why it is a regret for me, is sheerly because of the size and the price. You get 1.7 fluid ounces of setting spray. 1.7 fluid ounces. I don't even remember how much this was, but I know it was a disgusting amount of money to spend on 1.7 fluid ounces. For instance, my Fenty Beauty is 3.4. Even though I dropped this and the packaging is shitty and it broke, I was able to glue it, leave it upside down for like a month, and it works. I have to be careful, but it works. Even my Gerard Cosmetics that I recently bought, 3.38 fluid ounces. And it was less than the Il Makiage. Less. That's why this is definitely a regret for me because of the price. And that was our 13th product. Whew, you guys. This is such a regret. I got these guys together with the new color I got, and I really should have just not. So I'm going to do a couple of these together because they're basically like the same product. Okay, so another regret is I did get these separately, but I recently have been turned on to Hip Dot, Peachy Queen, and a couple other indie brands from a couple of my friends, and I decided that I was going to try out glitter palettes. Well, it would have been good to know that I don't really like glitter. I don't like glitter on my eyes at all. And yes, they're beautiful. I don't even think I've touched this one. But no, I regret buying them because I won't really ever use them. Because I'm not the biggest fan of glitter. Maybe I will. We'll see. We'll see. I would like to try to get some use out of it. Now this one I like more the jewel tones. I really like jewel tones. So maybe I can find a way to make myself work. So if you guys have a tip on how to put on glitter without hurting your eyes, and how to take it off without hurting your eyes, or maybe I could mix this with something, I'm not really sure. Just let me know, because that's the biggest reason why I regret using these, purchasing these, spending my money on these, because they're glitter palettes. Pressed glitter. Not really my jam. I just don't want glitter all over my face, and I don't want it in my eyes or digging in my skin when I'm trying to take it off. So that was our 14th product. Okay. 15th product is this Rare Beauty blush. It's not that it's the Rare Beauty blush, but it's the color that I regret purchasing. Because you guys see how fair I am. This is not made for my skin tone. I already have a friend I'm passing this on to, and I know it will fit his skin tone much better than mine. But, like, I just really regret purchasing that because of the price and the fact that it doesn't work for me, and I should have known that going in. And I already have a red M Cosmetic blush, which is much thinner of a formula. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. And where did that one go? Yeah, I don't really have one that's close to this color, but we'll use these for an example. Like, these ones are much better for my skin tone. This one is much better, and this one I really, really, really have to, like, add a little bit of primer or, really, like, water this down. But let me show you the difference. These two are pretty close. This is the Rare Beauty in Love, and this is Venetian Rose in the M Cosmetics. These two are not exact color dupes, but I just want to show you guys the opacity difference. Okay, you see this is much thinner because it has serum in it. That's what I was meant to say. You could put like a serum in your blush to water it down. But the red one is so opaque. It's so cherry red that it just makes me look like a clown. And so I regret it for the shade, not for the formula. On to our 15th product is this Patrick Ta lipstick in Unapologetic. I do like the formula. I just don't like the shade. It's like, let me show you on my hand because I can't flip it around. It's like very nude. And I'm terrible about using lip liners. I know I need to because I have like freaking 40 lip liners. But I don't know, it makes me look like I don't have any lipstick on. And I'm going to try to use this because I've had it for a while. I was going to pass it to a friend, but I just don't want to give something open that I've used. I know that she won't care, but I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to try to use it like in the center of my lip. Maybe that will help. So that's our 15th product. Number 16. Oh, in the palette. So 16th product. Our 17th product are these color books from Makeup Revolution. Now, the only reason why I regret these is because I haven't used them. These are beautiful. But I just don't. I mean, I'm sure, you know, that I could put a look together, but it's like very hard to flip the thing over. You have shimmers on one side and mattes on the other, and I will try to use these. It's just I have so many different products that I just don't need it. And they're very hard to get open. And this one I have never swatched, never used, so I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I have so many palettes with these color stories that I just don't think that I need this, because I have other palettes that I love so very much with the same color story as this color book. So I might go ahead and pass this one on to a friend or a family member. That's our 17th product. Okay, 18th 18th. 18th product is this brow by Patrick Ta. It's got the weirdest packaging where it lifts. It's so hard to open because this part like latches down like this. And I got it in the dark color. I just prefer my soap brows if I'm going to do this. I prefer the soap brows that I have from this company here, WBC. I ordered this from the UK, and I just prefer this. It's original, and I don't really need the color because I get that from my brow pencil. And when you kind of comb this brown through your brow, like, you won't get anything off until you add water. The formula is okay. I just wish maybe I would have tried the white, but then I hear the white leaves the white residue. This leaves the brown residue. Maybe I'm not using this right. I don't know. This is my 18th product. So my 19th product, oh, you guys don't hate me, is the Orgy collection from Jeffree Star. I regret purchasing this. I purchased this purely on the hype of it, and I love Jeffree Star. I even have his shirt on today. I can't relate with the fingers snapping. But I don't even think I've used this but 1 or 2 times. It's just purely a matte palette. And it's beautiful, but when do I ever just need a matte look? And mostly when I go to palettes for a matte look, I have other palettes. So I don't know. I've thought about popping out my favorite shades, putting them in a magnetic palette. That just seems like a pain. Then it's Jeffree Star and I don't want to ruin it. But I'm not a fan of the names because I'm not a very open person to talk about things the way that these are named. I think it's just inappropriate. Maybe I'm a prude. Maybe I'm, you know. But some of these names are like, really? So, yeah, I just regret getting it. And the mini Orgy, these shades, are just like topper shades, and I don't ever reach for a palette of just topper shades. And the names on this palette are terrible. Terrible. Yes, some of the names on here are terrible. I googled them, and I can't even believe they put some of these names in a palette. But I understand it's the Orgy palette, and you know, it has explicit names. It's just not my thing. Not that it's bad or anything like that. It's just not my thing. I do like the shades in here. I just never reach for it. So for the fact that I don't ever reach for it, it's a all matte palette, a huge all matte palette, and a huge all like shimmer topper palette. I just don't reach for them. That's why I regret those. That's our 19th product regret. Now I saved this for last, and this is my #1 regret of 2020. Are these two Patrick Ta blushes. And it's not for the formula, and it's not for the color. The reason why I did these last is because the fact that they grow mold. I've used them each one time. I already took one back because I had the same problem. And this one just started growing mold. I don't know if you can see it, but there's little white bumps all over the shadow. There you go, you can kind of see it down there by that dot. And it's all over it. And this one I haven't even used. I've just swatched twice and I put it away. And this is She's Passionate. This one I've used 3 times. I really dug in here to see if it was just on top or if it was just me. And it's not just me. Do you see that? There is mold freaking growing deep inside the palette. The powder pan. I've used it twice. This is the 3rd time this has happened to me with a Patrick Ta powdered blush. So if you have Patrick Ta blushes, these go bad in like 3 months. 3 months for a $40 brush. It's ridiculous. I'm really upset over this. 3 months. Used it twice, put it in a dry drawer with only powders, no wet. There's no humidity here in Nevada, dry heat in Las Vegas, and it grew frickin' mold. And then I dug into it to see how far it went down. If it was just on the top layer, no. No ma'am, no sir. It goes all the way through the palette. So these are my biggest regret of 2020, and I plan on emailing Patrick Ta and letting him know myself that his palettes grow mold or that these particular blushes grow mold in such a short period of time. I don't even want to open the other blushes after touching these because I don't want to spread bacteria to my other blushes, but I will in another video show you the cream blush powders together, and those are amazing. I've never had a problem with those. I've had them for over 3 months. They don't grow any kind of issues like these ones. I had another one because this is She's Passionate and She's Sincere. I had another one that was like orangey gold with sparkles or like shimmer in it, and that one grew massive mold. I opened it and it was full of mold, and I took it back to Sephora and I traded it for the She's Passionate one, which is the most recent one I've had to my collection. And the girl's like, oh, you must have touched something in it that caused mold. And I'm like, I clean my brushes before and after I use them, and it only went on my face one time and no one else's. And I pulled it out, it looked like this. Okay, she was like, okay, and she traded it. If I would have left this one growing in there, it would be fully covered like the other one was. I can't believe it. I mean, like, I dug way in there and there's like flower mold spores. It's disgusting. So, sorry, I love Patrick Ta, I love his line, I love his products, I love his lip liners, I love his lipsticks, but these blushes, you guys, pass on these blushes. Get the ones with the cream and the blush. Yes, there's not as many shades, there's not as many light shades, but if you do have to get one of these blushes or you really love it, in my experience, they go bad very fast. Make sure you're using it every day, that you use it up in full, and don't buy more than one because you'll end up like this. So let me know what you guys think. I'm so sorry. Some of these I'm like, oh, I can't believe I don't like them. Yeah, it's just crazy to me that I'm sure there's more products than this in 2020. I've passed a lot on to friends and things like that. But some of them I only regret for the shades, you guys. Just purely because of the shades, not the formula. And I'm not saying all these products are bad. They could definitely work for you. You know, they just did not work for me. I'm still going to keep the Orgy palette and the mini Orgy. I'm going to try to get some use out of them. I regret buying it over the hype. I really regret buying it because of the hype. And the same thing with the Huda lipsticks. They were hyped, and I don't really use them. They're very drying for me. I have super dry, sensitive lips. This I was just trying out. Super disappointed. Thought that didn't work out. But those are my 20 fails in 2020. Let me know what you guys think below. Let me know if you had any major fails for 2020. Maybe warn me about them so I don't get them in 2021. But thank you guys for spending this time with me on this video and going through all of these fails. Oh my goodness. And my regrets here. Well, they're not really fails. Some of them are fails, but thank you for going through my regrets with me. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day, spending it with me. If you don't mind, go ahead and like and subscribe below to see more content like this in the future. And thank you. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye now.